You know it's something when you hear the music like that. And oh wow, cab got pulled over with a person in there, with a patron. How about that? That must suck. It's like, come on man, the meter's running, you not driving good, getting us pulled over. But yeah, whatever. Well, it's Wednesday afternoon and it's nice to get a nice little bike ride in. I don't know what we'll do today. Once we ride, that's all that matters, I guess. Don't know where we're going, but I know what I want to talk about. So, sexual harassment. I have not been accused of it, but we all had training. And yeah, anyone who works for a somewhat decent sized company, I'm sure at one point will have to take some sexual harassment training / do like a online webinar on it. It's just like so dumb, man. So for those of you who live in New York City and take the train, you know that it's a message that comes across on the PA system like a crowded train is no reason to sexually assault someone. You know, a crowded train is not a reason. We have to be reminded that every day we get on the train. It's funny, man. It's really funny. But anyway, back to the sexual harassment training. So, you know, I walk in the room, me and my coworker, we walk in the room, and then we're like sitting towards the back because we have another weekly meeting in that room. So we usually sit in the back, just hang out back there, and the class starts. But before the class starts, I guess we'll wait for this red light. Yeah, before the class starts, I look at the lady presenting. I'm like, this woman has a huge rack. Isn't that ironic? She was talking about sexual harassment. So I'll get to her in a little while. I mean, that's just something straight out of Family Guy.
And it's like, why do you wear that if you don't want attention? But you know you shouldn't think that way because of the sexual harassment meeting you all had to go to. Seriously? How lame was that? And you couldn't help but notice that the female lawyer running the seminar had a huge rack. Like ridiculously huge for someone who has to talk about that kind of stuff. Well, I guess that's the definition of the word irony.
So the lady has a huge rack, and then she starts talking, introduces herself and all that. And then she goes over what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. I mean, some of this shit is just stupid. For example, if you and someone else are talking, and let's say a third party walks past and that third party hears something they don't like, they can file a sexual harassment claim against you. I mean, can you imagine talking, like me for example, I ride a bike, I'm wearing clothes that's not 100% covering me. So what if I'm telling someone about my bike riding adventures? Like, yeah man, you know, when I ride I have to wear these shorts. You know, the shorts are tight to make me more aero. Let's say a third party hears that. What? Tight shorts? Oh, hell no. I ain't trying to hear this shit. So that could be perceived as sexual harassment, even though no one was talking to that third party. It's funny shit, right? And the light is red, boss. There you go. Take it easy. So yeah, what else? So, you know, just the basic nonsense, like obviously keep your hands to yourself. You can't look where you want to look. You know, the basic nonsense garbage like that. It was just hilarious, man. Really hilarious. And she said some other stuff. I don't know, you know, just your regular old garbage sexual harassment training class. You know, don't look, don't touch. When I was a kid, the rule was you could look but don't touch. Now the rule is don't look and don't touch. You know? Oh, I know. So the next crazy example was, let's say for example, you and a coworker, every morning you see each other, you hug each other every morning, it's routine. One day that coworker comes in and is like, yo, come on man, like pass me or don't pass me, don't just hang there. So let's say one day the coworker come in, the coworker ain't feeling it, but you go for a hug anyway. That coworker could file a claim against you. You know, instead of being human, and say, hey man, I'm not really feeling it today. You know, just to go straight from hug to sexual harassment claim. That's acceptable by my job. Now, just because there's a claim doesn't mean you'll get in trouble, but now you got a little black mark next to your name. Crazy. So we finished the training, and like so many of us, we all work on the same floor. So we're going back to our floor, and we're all crammed in the elevator, and then we're all like, okay, everyone hands up. Everyone keep your hand in your pockets or reach for the sky, man. No gray area. Oh man, it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy what our society has come to nowadays. One funny example the lady did point out is you can't partially block a walkway in efforts to have someone like brush up against you. That's a new one. I never heard of that one before. You know, you want your female coworker or male coworker, you know, whatever you are, no matter what team you play for, you want that coworker to come and rub up alongside you, you know, so you'll partially block a doorway or partially block a walkway to let that happen. I was like, man, this is some crazy shit, man. I never hear any of this shit in my life. So anyway, back to the instructor, our large-breasted instructor here. So she, in a different training, in a different section, a coworker of mine. So me and my coworker were talking about it. She no longer works in the office I work at. She works in a different office now. And I go up there, we're like, oh, hey, what's up? I heard your voice, and I just want to come over and say hi. So I kind of like, you know, give her a little tap on the back. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I forgot, I can't touch you anymore. You know, and then we all start laughing. Like, it was me, her, and another coworker of mine. The three of us, we just started laughing about the whole sexual harassment shit. So the coworker who I tapped in the back, we're talking about the class, and she mentions to me how the instructor has huge tits. And I'm like, yeah, I thought that too, but I thought I was just, you know, just a dude being crazy, you know. But no, a woman pointed out, a straight woman pointed it out. I read this thing online that women look at each other's tits more than dudes, or as much as dudes. That's crazy. I never thought it was as much. I mean, I guess everyone takes a peek, but I didn't know it was like on that level. So my coworker starts telling me about how she sat in the front of the class, and because she sat in front of the class, she was next to the instructor. The instructor had her phone out on the table, so the instructor phone like goes off, like the backlight comes on, and there's a wallpaper of the instructor wearing some real sexy clothing. I mean, her tits were out. This is what I heard, right? I don't know, I ain't see it for myself now, but the instructor had her tits out, you know. I was just like, yo, that is hilarious. She teaches sexual harassment, you know, like ways to prevent it. And she has pictures like that on her phone, and people from the office see that shit. So technically, if my coworker was offended by that picture, she could file a claim. You know what I'm saying? It's just so funny. It's just so funny how this shit works out, man. I don't know, I think it's funny. And when I say funny, I don't mean haha, I mean crazy. Shit is crazy at my job. But, you know, whatever. I know this is a channel full of dudes, so for the most part, I guess people will agree with me on that. But for the ladies who watch, you know, what do you think? What do you think about what I said? Am I just a chauvinistic pig, as Jessica Spano would say from Saved by the Bell? Or am I somewhat realistic in my observations? Let me know below. Passing left? Passing left? Didn't want to get too close and, you know, sexually harass her. Maybe she was harassing me. She was kind of blocking me on that little bikeway, not a walkway, a bikeway, right? Oh man, the society we live in. All you can do is laugh because you can't change it. This is the way we're going now. Gonna pull over right here real quick. I actually like to pull in front of cars, not behind them, just in case someone goes blind momentarily. To see where this park is at. I know if we keep going this way, we'll pass the bridge to get to Rikers Island. No, I'm just riding around. I don't know the area. But check on your phone. Check on Google Maps.
It's on 1%. I'm just trying to find out.
All right, hold on. Let me pull over.
Thank you so much.
I'll look for you.
I really appreciate it.
Well, you said Q100?
Yeah, it's running both ways, but I don't know which side am I waiting on.
Well, this way is east.
I'm supposed to be going to Rikers Island. So
Oh, it's this way.
Is that way?
Yeah, Rikers Island is this way.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. It's weird nowadays when people ask for direction. It's like, what happened to your phone, bro? Wasn't I just now talking about Rikers Island? Funny how life works out. Man, if I had a two-seat, I could have gave that girl a ride because Rikers Island Bridge is literally right in front of us. Nah, I shouldn't give women rides. Might be sexual harassment. Shit, I gotta make a left here. Beautiful sunset, holy smokes. Wow, it's like a gold coin in the sky. Not too bright, not too dark, beautiful. And we can see the plane landing from the north coming from the Bronx. Man, no one's out here tonight, man. They're missing out. Missing out on some good shit. Alright guys, I'm about to roll on out of here. Hope you enjoyed the footage that I was able to provide y'all. Sorry if my hand was a little too shaky. You know, I'm not a professional. It's a point and shoot camera. I don't have like a tripod or anything professional like that. So, you know, sorry, it's super amateur. But you know, if you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. Like the video if you like this video. Don't forget to leave me a comment. All my Amazon gear is in the description, and I will see you guys later. You know it's something when you hear the music like that. And oh wow, cab got pulled over with a person in there, with a patron. How about that? That must suck. It's like, come on, man, the meter's running. You not driving good, getting us pulled over. But yeah, whatever. Well, it's Wednesday afternoon and it's nice to get a nice little bike ride in. I don't know what we'll do today. Once we ride, that's all that matters, I guess. Don't know where we're going, but I know what I want to talk about. So, sexual harassment. I have not been accused of it, but we all had training. And anyone who works for a somewhat decent sized company, I'm sure at one point will have to take some sexual harassment training / do like a online webinar on it. It's just like so dumb, man. So for those of you who live in New York City and take the train, you know that it's a message that comes across on the PA system like a crowded train is no reason to sexually assault someone. You know, a crowded train is not a reason. We have to be reminded that every day we get on the train. It's funny, man. It's really funny. But anyway, back to the sexual harassment training.